welcome back to my channel. Mindy CurioMysa here, and I have gotten so many requests recently for a complete video on my skincare routine. So get unready with me, buckle in. I'm going to show you all of the steps to my evening skincare routine that I do probably 4 to 5 nights a week. The other nights I do like to rotate in different products because I do feel and know that our skin gets accustomed to certain actives in certain products. So it's always good to switch it up a little bit and trick the face so it doesn't become too accustomed to all of the actives that you are using on a normal basis. So I've already double cleansed my face. Did not do that on video, but I normally double cleanse with a makeup removing balm and then just a cleanser. So I absolutely love the Clean Skin Club disposable towels, and I was super excited when they came out with pads. These are a lot larger than your typical cotton round that you may use, and I'm loving these pads. So we're going to use Sunboon Editor Silk Peptide EGF Toner as the first step in our evening routine. We're gonna just put that on the toning pad. So I tell people not this story, not because I am proud of it, but literally to showcase that it is never too late to start a skincare routine. I did not grow up learning about skincare. It was not something that was prevalent in my house. My mom did not do it. So I didn't start my routine until I was 49, almost 50. I am 52 now. I get asked all the time, oh my gosh, girl, your skin looks amazing. What is your skincare routine? So again, I don't tell that because I am proud of the fact that I started so late in life, but I tell that to let you guys know it is absolutely never too late to start your skincare routine. The earlier you start, the better off you will be. So we just toned with the Sunboon Editor EGF Toner and a cotton pad from Clean Skincare Club. We're just going to let that toner really just kind of soak in and dry up a little bit before we go on to the next step. I do have all of my skincare in my skincare fridge. Not that it's necessary, but I do love the feeling of cooled skincare on my face, and also having your skincare in the fridge, especially for your vitamin C's and things like that. It keeps them dark and cool, which really helps keep those actives active for much longer. The next thing we are going to use is our EGF Blue Youth Activating Drops from Dear Claire's. I like to use this as a first step directly after toner before using any other products. It's very watery, and I just tap that in all over the face. I'm here to get my youth activated. What about you? And again, just tapping that all in. And it doesn't, obviously you don't want to slap yourself hard, but tap in with a little bit of pressure to get that blood circulating in the face is a fantastic part of the routine. Don't slap yourself hard though. No pain, just get that blood going. The next thing I am going to use is the La Shot Bubble A Booster It's a PDRN Exo multi-action repair system. It uses a freeze-dry repair system, instant cryopreservation technology at negative 320.8 degrees Fahrenheit. The ultra low temperature process locks in skin essential high purity nutrients, which are then instantly activated by the PDRN Hydra Booster Serum. So it comes in a little kit like this. So you literally inject the PDRN into the cryo system. It's very, very technologically advanced. And as you can see, we're on our third vial of this, and I am really liking it. And this one is actually about empty. So we're just gonna suck in the rest of that. Hopefully it's enough to give us what we want for tonight. Ooh, it's very little, but it is enough for tonight. I tend to go in too heavy with products anyway. So the fact that we did not have much in there is probably for the best, because I go in too heavy all the time. Sometimes less is more. All right, the next product that we are going to apply is the Medicube Vitamin C Serum. See how that's a really, really dark bottle? Again, vitamin C really should be stored in a dark, cool place to keep those actives active. Just gonna put that in between our hands. And again, we're tapping it into the face. The Medicube Vitamin C Serum is a really high potency vitamin C, and it's really, really nice. With Medicube, you do want to make sure that there's a lot of resellers of the Medicube Vitamin C Serum, so always be careful that you're picking it up from a trusted source. All right, now we're getting to the really, really good stuff. The brand that literally has me in a chokehold since I started using it in April. So I've been using 3.5 months, and that is Sunboon Editor, specifically the Sunboon Editor Trio. You guys, it is absolutely amazing. I've got people in my community that have started using it, and after just a week, one of my community members, her daughter actually accused her of getting Botox, and she's never had Botox because of the results she is seeing with this trio. So the first step is the Deep Collagen Retinol, and you can see those little yellow boba type things in there. There's actually spicules in there, so you'll feel a tingling sensation. It's actually a type of, well, it's microneedling. They're spicules, and what it's going to do is really, really open up the channels. It's not painful. Let me get that clear. It's not painful. You will feel a tingling sensation, prickling sensation. You can hear the cat in the background, but it's not painful. Anyway, it really opens up the channels in your skin for the following products to really get in there and absorb deeper. So we're gonna grab about 2.5, 3 of the spicules on our finger. And this is the one time where it is appropriate to go in circles when applying your skincare. And I can feel the spicules of, penetrating the skin. Not painful, but I can feel it. It's actually quite exciting because I know those skin channels are opening up for all of the goodness of the next product to really get in there and do the good work deep inside the skin barrier. We're just doing that in circles. Again, this is the one product where it's appropriate to apply in circular motions. And we're just gonna let that really dry down a little bit and absorb in the skin. While we're letting that dry down, Sunboon Editor also recently came out with broad spectrum SPF 40. Ugh, I need to get better at my sunscreen, but this is really, really helping me because it's an invisible sunscreen and it's also blurring. So applying this as a last step in my morning routine right before makeup has been amazing because it blurs and provides that broad spectrum SPF 40 protection to the face. So really, really loving this from Sunboon Editor as well. All right, the second step of the Sunboon Editor trio is the Deep Collagen Silk Peptide Intensive Ampule. And if you can see in there, you can literally see the little peptide threads floating around in there. And those are what are really gonna get into the skin because we opened up those skin channels with that spicule cream prior. So I usually drop about that much. And what I like to do with this first is I just like to use my ring finger because that applies the least amount of pressure to the really sensitive under eye area. And I like to just really press that in to my problem areas and focus on those first. Just tapping that deep into those areas. I would love to hear from you guys in the chat. What is your go-to skincare routine? What are your favorite products right now? I mean, Korean skincare is where it's at, in my opinion, right now. And I'm truly hoping that does not change with a lot of them now being produced in the United States. I do know the Korean skincare testing and production requirements are much more strict, which makes their products so good. But yeah, let me know in the chat what your favorites are, what you're using, anything you would love to see me try. We did our forehead, our nasolabial folds, and then I do have this dent in my chin. That is one of my problem areas. And then the rest that's left, I'm just gonna squeeze out onto the hand and rub it in between my hands. And again, pat into the skin. And don't forget your neck. Super important to remember your neck as well. And I don't know if you've noticed, when I am finished patting into the skin, I always rub the excess onto the back of my hands. Our back of our hands also show signs of aging, so we want to definitely take care of them as well. And doing it in your skin, with your skincare, it's definitely helped the back of my hands, for sure. You'll feel crazy, but trust the process of the patting with a little bit of pressure. And then we'll get the back of our hands. So one thing about this also, so this plunger comes separately and has a little plastic tip that you have to pull off. And then when you store it, always make sure to store it with the plunger in. You don't want those actives seeping out the top of the bottle. And you do have to apply a little pressure on the top to puncture that in and when you first open it and get it started. But yes, always store it with the plunger in the bottle. Also comes with this little cardboard thing in the box. Don't do like I did and throw this away. The first one I got, I threw it away. It's so much easier just to store it in your skincare fridge inside that little cardboard box. Make sure it doesn't tip over in your skincare fridge if your skincare fridge is anything like mine and stuffed plumb full. All right, the third and final product in the Sunboon Editor Trio is the Deep Collagen Power Boosting Cream in Serum. Fun fact with this one, Koreans actually use this serum on their lips instead of getting lip filler. And I've definitely noticed a plumping and less fine lines in my lips since starting this routine. So I do absolutely understand why they do that. We are at the very end of this bottle. There's very little left, but definitely enough for tonight. And again, I take my ring finger and just press into my problem areas. Gentle pressure. I always, again, use the ring finger because other fingers can apply too much pressure to the very, very sensitive under eye area. Nasolabial folds. Not as important to do less pressure here. My chin dent. Forehead. And then we'll get a dropper full. Just put that in between our hands and pat it into the rest of the skin, including the neck area. Don't forget the neck. The hands with the excess. And with your skincare, like anything else, don't give up. Consistency is key, especially if you're just starting out. It can take some time to see results, although I will say, a lot of people in my community have sent me before and after photos of just a couple of uses with the Sunboon Editor Trio, and the results are absolutely visible in their before and after photos. It truly is an incredible, incredible trio that I'm loving. You see the glass skin? My skin is not wet. It's very moisturized, very nourished, but just, I mean, you can see the effects of this routine as I'm doing it. Now we're going to go in with the Numbuzen NAD Plus Bio Lifting Sil Essence number 9. Really, really enjoying this as a step right after the trio and before my final moisturizer that I put on that just really seals in all that moisture and goodness. We'll talk about that next, but the Numbuzin number 9. We're just going to squirt that out onto the hand. And just rub that in everywhere, including the neck. And then the back of the hands with the excess. Back of our hands. I don't think our hands look 52. What do you think? They used to. They absolutely used to. Again, never too late. All right, we have coined this the Frank's hot sauce of skincare. We put this shit on everything. This is the Centellian Medeca Time Reverse Cream. It's been healing since 1968. I've got people in my community that have put this on cuts, and it heals cuts, mosquito bites, sunburns, so many things that this is helpful for. So we have began calling it the Frank's hot sauce of skincare. I love putting this on as the final step for my face, neck, back of the hands, just to really, really lock in all of that moisture and skincare. Really, really lock in all of that moisture, skincare, and lock it in to absorb into the skin as we sleep. I will say it's not an awful, like if something smells really, really bad, for example, my Givenchy setting powder and loose powder blush, I do not use because it's got such a strong floral scent. So if something smells terrible, even if it's a great product, I can't use it. This happens to have a scent. It's not the greatest scent, but it's not overpowering to the point where I won't use it. They actually also came out with a body lotion. I was so excited. And the body lotion has no scent, which made me even more excited because the Centellian Medeca is great. And the body lotion is really great too, and there's no scent. All right, final product of our evening Get Unready With Me skincare routine is the Numbuzin number 9 NAD plus retinol volume tox eye cream. It's literally, we might be getting to the end of this. We just pat that under the eyes with our ring finger. And that is our complete evening skincare routine. If you have questions, please feel free to ask them in the chat. I will respond and get back to you with answers. And again, if there's any skincare that you're curious about or you have recommendations for, you want me to try, sound off in the chat below and let me know. I hope this has been helpful. I get asked all the time to do a demonstration with my complete evening skincare routine. So I am here to create videos and recommendations and tutorials on anything that the community is wanting. So hope this was helpful. Until next time, love to all. Happy skincaring.